I feel like saying something here. You know, in this life, I don't want to be too busy just doing something to call myself surviving, because the truth of the matter is, it's going to be another video that's going to come out that I did earlier. It's going to be about abundance mentality versus poverty mentality. And here's what I come to realize as I'm looking at this show called Shoot Your Shot. It's on Tasha K. She does it every Thursday. And what I realized, what I was thinking about, it's not even the fact that life is too short to not do what you want. Because the fact of the matter is, and I already know it, this is the afterlife. And which means somewhere else in the real life, something caused you to come here to the afterlife. Now, I still hold on to this. I believe that everything that I'm seeing is in my own subconscious mind, because I know what my real body is. And this is my particular afterlife. So anybody else, I don't know if they exist for real. I feel like I'm Dorothy in the Wizard of Oz. The whole show about the Wizard of Oz, she woke up at the end. It turns out she was unconscious the whole time. So that means that movie, The Wizard of Oz, that was her in her subconscious mind, because she was unconscious. She was knocked out. And at the end of the movie, she woke up. Okay? And that's how I feel like I am right now. But with that being said, I want to say this. It's just no need in just doing stuff to survive and just like to get by. Because in the afterlife, you're supposed to work towards enlightenment. You're supposed to work towards I would say the fact that anybody is here, that means somewhere along the lines, you might have been separated from your soul. Somewhere along the lines, because you could not, this is hell. And if this is hell, when people say, well, you know, the hell is is a state of mind, but then, you know, the devil is near you too. Well, if the devil is around you, then and this is the devil's playground, why are you in the devil's playground? How did you get here? Okay. I don't know why I'm not gonna say nobody wants to tell the truth, but this is hell. It doesn't matter if you have a good time here. It doesn't matter if you're able to travel. There's a lot of plane crashes, creating a fear for people to travel. But this was already said. I remember somebody else saying this was going to happen. I remember listeners of somebody, and they say in the future they was going to make it people afraid to travel. And it looked like this is what's happening right now. But the point I'm making is if I'm working towards getting back to my soul, rising back up, and anybody else is here, I don't have time for the BS that they want to pull. I don't have time for reasons why I can't do things that I absolutely love. See, people say, well, what am I here to do? Well, if you don't really know that yet, then do what you love to do. Because if you can't figure out why you're here, there's a specific reason why you're here, I think, if you're a soul. There's a specific reason why your soul, why you are created. It's a specific reason. And if you don't know that yet, I would just say do whatever it is to make you happy. Some people, their job makes them happy. It really does. Some people are happy with their jobs. I'm not unhappy with what I do. I am not unhappy at all with what I do. But it's not something I absolutely love, but I would say that I'm very, very much far from being unhappy. But it's not something I absolutely love, right? Because what I would absolutely love, let me tell you what I realized I love, I like. I had troubles trying to work my sprinklers to water the grass because it's getting hot outside and the grass is like real thirsty. I had trouble trying to start my sprinklers. And so I took the hose and just stood out there and watered the lawn for like 15 or 20 minutes so it can be nice and drenched because it was so dry. And I felt so much peace out there watering the yard. And that let me realize I would really enjoy gardening. I would really enjoy it because It's almost like I don't want to cut the sprinklers on. I want to go out and I want to water the grass because I like standing out there watering the grass. Like, I like doing that. And that let me know I would probably really enjoy gardening. So that's what I'm talking about. Like, if you don't, people confused on why they're here and what their life purpose is. If you haven't figured that out yet, then don't worry about it. Just do whatever it is to make you happy as much as possible. As much as possible, do what it is that makes you happy. Because right here, it's like, it's no use in saying, oh, I can't do this, I can't, like, it doesn't do any good to just, just to survive. Because, like, the truth is this is the afterlife, which could mean that you're dead, okay, which can mean that you're dead for real. And so I can't get into, oh, I gotta survive. Like, I want to get out of that. Like, I don't want that mentality, because now in the afterlife, this is the time to get things right. And being stuck in survival mode in something that you don't really love, when you're spending 75% of your life doing something that you really don't love, and then you got to wait till like 2 weeks out the year to enjoy life, to really, really, really enjoy life. That's not going to work for me at all. Okay, that's not going to work for me at all. Another thing. And this is a note to myself too, and anybody else. Don't let anybody else tell you how you're supposed to feel. Don't let anybody else tell you how you are supposed to feel about something. Don't let anybody else tell you who you need to be around if that person makes you uncomfortable, right? Because chances are, if you're constantly feeling like this person isn't right, it could be a family member, it could be a friend, it could be whatever. You constantly like not wanting to be around that person. You constantly feel like something is not right. Or it could even be a group of people. It's for a reason. And the person that's trying to get you to go against your better mind and tell you to be around someone or something that you don't feel like you should be around, that could be considered the devil. That's like a part of your ego that wants to keep you trapped. That's a part of your ego that wants to keep you trapped here. Because when your gut is telling you, which is your first brain, that's why I'm going to be honest with you. I just ate, but we should not be eating, because your stomach is your first brain. So we probably should not be eating. And even the Bible says, out of your belly will flow rivers of living waters. I mean, even the Bible. That's why I say, when you get into the what you call New Age stuff or whatever you want to get into, then you go back to read the Bible is saying things, but not in the same way. So, I've heard people say your belly is your first brain. That's why you shouldn't be eating, especially a lot of junk type of stuff. And then the Bible says, out of your belly will flow rivers of living waters. That's what it says in the Bible. Okay? But other people will say your stomach is your first brain. And that's what I'm talking about. If you get that gut feeling, there's something that's not right about it. It could be a group of people. It could be a person. It could be a situation or whatever, and your gut is telling you to stop whatever it is, and somebody else come to tell you trying to gaslight you or just make you feel like you should continue to put up with something. That's literally the devil, but that's your ego. That's the ego. Everybody has an ego, just about. Everybody has an ego, because if you don't have an ego, you would not be in this plane of existence anymore. If you don't have an ego, you probably wouldn't be in hell anymore, because that means you wouldn't have any attachments. And that ego part of yourself that presents itself as another person, but it's really the shadow of the ego part, it wants to find reasons for you to stay stuck. So you don't have to be obligated to like a group of people. You're only obligated to want to be around whoever it is that is in alignment with where you are going. That's the only people you really need to be around. Anybody else, it's not necessary for you to even deal with it. It's not. Even if it's your mother, even if it's your father. Because sometimes those are the main ones that keep you back. Okay? But I just felt like saying that. It's getting late over here for me. I don't know when this is going to post. It's going to be probably like in a few hours or so. It's going to post. Sometime on May 2nd, it might post. Or May 3rd. I don't know. But anyway, that's it, and I'll talk later.